Greetings everyone and welcome to my little garden. In today's video, we are joined by a very special guest, Nick McSlyton, who is one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts content creators. Nick, would you care to tell us a little bit about yourself and also your channel, please?
Sure. I'm Nick. McSlyton. We already said, we covered that. I'm a he/him, and I make Kingdom Hearts content. Guides, like in general, a lot of stuff, a lot of different guides. Do guides. Recently made a defense formula. I'm looking to do more formulas. Don't worry too much about the math. I got that covered. Anyway, I'm here because it's fun, and I want to have fun. Let's have fun.
Okay, so speaking of fun, what exactly, can you explain to our audience what it is exactly we are about to do here?
Sure. So, Corey has set up a series of Digimon I'm to guess the names of. I don't know what the rules are, but I am going to try to do my best to guess them. I don't know much about Digimon. I will say this. I watched a little bit of the anime when I was young, alongside Pokemon, so there's probably going to be some overlap in my brain. However, I recognize some of them visually. I know the T-Rex that looks like Gon, the little manga character that was in Tekken 3.
What's his name? What's his name? What's the name?
His name is Gon.
No.
Oh, that Digimon.
Can you name that Digimon?
Ooh.
We're already in trouble if you can't.
I don't think I can. I remember the cat with the green hands.
They were yellow, actually.
Oh no!
We are in so much trouble here. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm screwed here. Let's do it.
All right. So I guess.
What are the rules?
The rules are, you will be presented an image of a Digimon, and you are to guess its name. Before you guess the name, I will give you a personal description that I have for that Digimon prepared just for you. Within that description are very major hints of what the Digimon's name could be. And it's up to you to piece together those clues, and hopefully that'll help you guess the name correctly of the Digimon.
Sweet.
All right.
What's the penalty?
There's no penalty or anything.
All right.
It's just there are a total of 8 Digimon that I've prepared for you, and we are just gonna see how many you can correctly guess out of 8. So without further ado, let's begin. Nick, if you wanna unveil the first Digimon.
Oh, okay, we got a little rabbit with a scarf. Yes. Little pig feet for some reason.
Okay.
Headphones.
So this Digimon that you see in front of you is an extremely adorable Digimon, and that's kind of its whole thing. It is a low-level Digimon, but it has the remarkable ability to heal wounds. It is very shy and timid, but also mischievous at the same time. So if it finds an injured Digimon, it will try to heal injuries without being noticed, because it's kind of a prankster in that way. So this Digimon is absolutely cute, adorable, and wholesome and mischievous. What do you think this Digimon's name is?
Is Cutemon too obvious?
Cutemon?
Cutemon, that's my guess. That's my first guess.
That's your first guess?
That's my first guess.
Do you want that to be your final guess?
I'll run it through a few more. I'll throw a few more at you. It's got like the scarf thing going on.
Okay.
The medic headphones.
So you said that this Digimon looks
Bunnymon.
like a bunny.
It does look. It's got like the big ears. Yeah.
Yeah. So fun fact about this Digimon: those things that look like ears are not in fact ears, but they are sensory organs that allows this Digimon to detect other Digimon within its area, so then it can decide to hide and flee.
Okay. All right. Okay. Why the pig feet? Like the hooves or those boots?
I think that's a very arbitrary design. I don't have any comments on that.
Okay, fair enough. Dang.
So you got Cutemon, And then you have
Cutemon.
Bunnymon, I think.
Bunnymon. Bunnymon is something I did out loud say. All right. I'll give it one more shot, and then I'll go with the one I like the most. Just for this one. See, the issue is I don't know how obvious they are with the naming conventions.
You will learn after I reveal to you the name of this Digimon.
Okay, because there's also like Medicmon, which I feel like that's like too. Would they be that straightforward with it? You know what I mean? Healermon, like I don't think that would be it. Let's go with Cutemon. That'll be that's final answer. Cutemon.
Oh my goodness, I'm not sure how to judge that because the correct name of this Digimon is in fact Cutemon.
Damn it.
So you were actually extremely close. That was very impressive. So
let's do half a point.
Yeah, I'd say that garners half a point. So now, like sometimes you just maybe either you have to think hard about it, or if you think too hard, then it's not gonna work. So Cutemon was so close. When you said Cutemon the first time, I was just like, oh, is he gonna get it?
Whoa.
All right. Now, Nick, let us move on and unveil the second Digimon.
All right. Okay.
What do you think of this guy?
That looks like two guys. So we got a clock, a robot mech clock with a gun, and a little scarecrow guy with a hammer. Let me zoom in on this guy. He's got a little gear above his eye. His mouth is sewn shut, or at least it's supposed to be sewn shut.
Sewn lips. Yeah, that's right. All right, so here's the description for this Digimon.
Okay.
Now, this Digimon has the terrifying power of being able to manipulate time. However, it only does so with its signature move called Chrono Break, in which it accelerates the target's time and causes the target to age rapidly. That being said, it is a neutral Digimon that tries not to interfere with other Digimon's conflicts due to the weight of its power.
All right. Let's go with Clockmon.
Clockmon? Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Clockmon is indeed correct. This is exactly yes.
They just
Clockmon,
said
yeah.
Okay, they just said it's a clock. That's the bit.
Yep, that's entirely his thing. Now, interestingly, this is not the only Clockmon in the Digimon franchise. There's another Clockmon that just looks like the clock portion without the scarecrow portion. But that is also completely a different Digimon. And there's also a different Digimon whose name is Timemon.
Timemon. That was my second guess.
But Timemon is unrelated to this Digimon.
All right. So what is with the scarecrow coming out of the top there? I'm guessing the hammer is meant to be like, when they hit the bell and it's like bing, it's that time. But
yeah, it's sort of
what's with the scarecrow?
So I guess it's like sort of like the alarm clock, a classic alarm clock where you have like a little hammer that dangs between the bells of the top of the alarm clock. That's this guy. But the scarecrow guy, I think, is just to provide a humanoid form to Clockmon.
Okay.
All right.
I'll roll with it.
So that was a very solid guess. Good for you. Now let's move on to the third picture.
Okay. Pluto, look how they massacred my boy.
It's even got the color scheme.
It does.
Okay, so as you may or may not know, Digimon are digital beings. They are made out of information, data, and they are not like other monster collecting franchises in that way. So this Digimon here was created from data derived from American animation. American animation, especially from the rubber hose era, where everything was very stretchy and like the squash and stretch properties of cartoon characters were very apparent. So, like, think of Popeye the Sailor Man and also Pluto from Disney. Despite its goofy looking demeanor and sharp teeth, it's actually a very docile and friendly Digimon, as you would expect from one that looks like a canine. But if it is encountered with danger, it has a signature skill where it howls very loudly, causing its opponent to lose its fighting spirit.
Okay. Is that all? Is that all the information?
That's all the information that I'm going to give you. Because
all right, okay.
if I give you more, that actually just makes it harder for you to guess this Digimon.
All right. I'm noticing the big D on its chest, which kind of leads me towards Dogmon. But again, it's one of those that feels like too obvious. But I am going to go with Dogmon.
Okay, so the name of this Digimon is Dogmon.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, they're intuitive sometimes.
Yeah, so I'm glad that the letter D on its torso gave you that hint, so very good. So this is in fact Dogmon. He's actually super nice no matter how doofy he looks. And his body also has the ability to squash and stretch. So just like those cartoon characters, he's got the whole cartoon physics thing happening with his body. So
gotcha.
It's a very fun Digimon.
Fun. And just for clarity, this is the first time I've seen any of these Digimon. All three of them. First time.
Good.
This is brand new to me.
You're doing very good, actually. Like, Cutemon was almost there, and Clockmon and Dogmon were very simple. I think the first four Digimon are pretty simple. So let's do the fourth Digimon.
All right. Okay. Little Cubone action going on, I see.
Yes, with like the skull head thing, right? Now, this Digimon has attributes of both birds and plants. It is a flightless bird type Digimon, but with the leaves growing around its head, it is actually also capable of photosynthesis. Indeed, it makes sense, for this Digimon is based on a real-life bird and a real-life fruit. What is this Digimon's name?
This has given me, like, I'm trying to figure out what each individual aspect is, right? So it's giving me pineapple with the leaves.
Okay.
And maybe coconut doesn't really have the palm tree, but that's not. Anyway, it's giving me pineapple, and then it's kind of giving me dodo bird, but that, I don't know about that one.
Well,
maybe it's
funny that you mentioned the dodo bird, because in the official Digimon encyclopedia, this particular Digimon is described to have been nearly driven to extinction, and that its flightlessness is contributing to that. However, that is just a very small portion. That's just a very small clue of what it could be. But I guess my biggest hint to you is think about birds and fruits and see if there's some intersecting.
Is it Kiwimon? Is it?
It is
now that you said that, that looks like that's a kiwi. I was thinking about fuzzy fruit, and pineapple's the only thing. That's why I was like, coconut? That's not fuzzy.
Yes, it is in fact Kiwimon. Congratulations.
So, yeah, now it's on revision. It does look more like a kiwi bird than a dodo bird. So yes.
Yeah, and kiwis are flightless as well. So, right, and they're also considered critically endangered in the archipelago nation of New Zealand.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't love that.
The next four are gonna be a lot trickier than the previous four. So let's move on to the fifth Digimon.
Forget everything you know. It's all out the window now. Okay.
What do you think of this design, first of all?
This has got to be one of those designs where it's like something entirely different beforehand. It's like a caterpillar that turns into like a robot with guns that turns into an anime butterfly girl.
Well, I can confidently say that is absolutely not what happened.
That's what it looks like. It's what it looks like.
All right, so here's the description that I have for her. This warrior Digimon has inherited the ancient spirit warrior's power of wind. When it comes to warfare, she is incredibly good at information gathering, but when it comes to direct combat, she harnesses the power of the wind and also can bludgeon her enemies with a barrage of kicks from her beautiful legs.
Okay. Can I ask how many syllables?
3 syllables. Now, that being said, I actually almost forgot to mention that there are 2 acceptable answers for this Digimon's name because it has a different name for both the English dub and the original Japanese dub. If you can get either one of those names, then that's totally a full point.
Okay. Getting moth vibes from this character. The blind aspect is kind of wild. The eyes on the boots is also kind of wild.
Okay.
Or there may be just red dots. I don't know.
So, when it comes to Digimon designs, if it's a humanoid Digimon, one of the standard rules for designing humanoid Digimon is that their face is always partially covered somehow. Either the eyes are completely covered or the mouth is covered. There are only a handful of humanoid Digimon that have their face fully exposed.
Okay.
Yeah. Although this has nothing to do with the name of this Digimon.
Okay. Well, you said it's 3 syllables. Does that include the mon at the end?
Yes, it does include the mon at the end.
Okay.
So the biggest hints that I've given you is that this fairy Digimon harnesses the power of the wind.
Okay. For the sake of comedy, I'm gonna go with. For the sake of comedy, I'm gonna go with Windymon.
Windymon. Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's a final answer. Windymon.
Okay, so this is your first full mistake.
Okay, alright, okay.
For the English dub, this Digimon's name is Kazemon. Kaze being, ironically, the Japanese word for wind.
So if I had said Windmon.
No, that wouldn't work.
Alright.
Now, for the Japanese name of this Digimon, her name is Fairymon. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you would have gone with either Kazemon or Fairymon, then that would have been correct.
I never would have came up with Kazemon, but Fairymon, I probably wouldn't have come up with that either.
I feel like Fairymon would have been on the nose, actually, but I figured that because of the way this Digimon is designed and that there are 2 possible answers to her name, I figured that, she's one of the trickier ones for you.
Yeah, because I was getting moth from the design.
Well, let's move on to the next Digimon. Okay. All right. This one's got a lot of blades, I see. Yes, we got a lot of blades, but that's just like Digimon's classic trope of let's take inspiration from the real world and make it edgy. In this case, a little bit more literal with the blades, right?
Yes. Very. I'm gonna get cut on all that edge. Whew.
Yes. Okay, so here's my description for this Digimon. This Digimon is a type of prehistoric Digimon. And as a matter of fact, its real-life counterpart is based on a prehistoric fossil. That said, though, just like our previous entry, it has 2 possible names. For the Japanese name, it is very directly based on the real life fossil that the design is inspired by, whereas the English name just kind of takes a very shallow approach just of what this Digimon looks like and does not take into the account the actual origin of its design. So on one hand, you can think about like what this Digimon might actually be based on for real, and on the other hand, what does it kind of look like, and maybe that might work.
I have two conflicting thoughts. One, Scorpiomon, because that's what it looks like to me. But I remember the fossil. Like the instant you said prehistoric, my brain went, "Oh, it's that swirly fossil. What's the name for it?" I can't remember the name of that fossil. I'm gonna just go with Scorpiomon and hope.
And hope that's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll count it as a point because its English name in the English dub is Scorpiomon.
It's a half point. We did that with Cutie. It's a half point.
Okay, that's true.
Scorpiomon.
Okay.
Oh.
You're gonna punch yourself for the other name. This Digimon's name is based on the real world fossil, the Anomalocaris.
Okay, I actually didn't know the one. That was not the one that I was thinking of.
Okay, just kidding then. So its Japanese name is Anomalocarimon.
Okay, all right.
So
okay.
I guess like this one is quite a challenge because unless you know your paleontology, you might not necessarily know what this Digimon's name would be. But the fact
I do not know my paleontology.
The fact that the English dub did a horrible job localizing this Digimon's name is actually what saved you. So, okay, two more, and let's move on to the next Digimon.
All right, we got bee vibes and flower vibes.
Bee and flower vibes, huh? Okay.
We got broken shin bone vibes. That's cool. Legs don't work like that.
They are if they're anime.
That's, you know what? Fair enough.
Okay. So this high level fairy type Digimon is considered the largest flower in the digital world. Much like her real-life counterpart, not only is this flower large, but also she emits an incredibly powerful stench that is out of this world. Despite that, she is an extremely rare Digimon that is hardly ever seen in the wild, and it is said that it is an absolute miracle for anyone to witness the existence of this Digimon, because not only is she rare, she also has a terribly short lifespan, just like the flower that it is based on in real life.
We got a crown, we got the petals, we have thorns. I am getting rose vibes from this, but I would have to guess it's like the Latin nonsense name, the scientific name, because they would, but I don't know that name, so I am gonna go a little weird here and say Queen Rosemon.
Queen Rosemon. So before we say, that's the final answer, I'll give you one more chance with this hint.
Okay.
So this Digimon, like I said, is based on a real-life flower. And just like the real-life flower that it is based on, it is considered the largest flower. It emits a powerful odor. And it only blooms for about a day or two. Does any of those descriptions sound like a rose to you?
I don't know anything about flowers.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Roses are perennial, which means that they will bloom every year.
Okay, all right. Cool. Chrysanthemumon.
Chrysanthemumon? Okay, Nick. I will tell you that chrysanthemums are also perennial, just like roses.
Okay, all right, hold on. Hydrangeamon. I'm just gonna go through the names of flowers I know in my head.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna take an L on this one. I'm gonna take the L on this one.
All right, so the name of this Digimon is Rafflesimon or Rafflesimon, depending on how.
No, I never would have came even close to that.
Okay.
I've never even heard that word.
Well, it's based on the real-life flower, the Rafflesia, which is a flower that is exceedingly rare and is only found in certain parts of Southeast Asia. And not only is it the largest flower, it is also well known for its stench, which is similar to that of rotting meat. And that is actually very important to the flower because it specifically likes to attract flies and other insects that are attracted to carrion, and those insects would be the ones to pollinate for this flower.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's like real cool evolution, like development. Like that it bred enough that the ones that survived smell like death. Like that's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Personally, I like to call her my smelly flower empress. But
Would I have gotten a point if I said that?
no.
Damn.
All right.
All right.
So for the final Digimon of this list, please go ahead.
Okay.
You might want to.
That's a dragon with a. Yeah, it's a dragon with a screwdriver hand.
Like
The Phillipsmon.
It's more like one of those jousting spears, you know?
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, when the background is gray, it does look more like a sphere. I was thinking like it's a Phillips head screwdriver. I'm Phillipsmon.
Yes. Okay, so nice that you brought in the fact that it looks like a dragon. Unfortunately, before I recorded the video, I did tell you that dragon Digimon tend to have Dramon in its name. This is not one of them.
Hey, well, good. Just boom, gone. I don't even know what that word means.
Sorry about that. I just thought about it as I'm looking at this Digimon. So,
All right.
So here's the description of this Digimon. This absolutely majestic Digimon is physically one of the largest Digimon in existence. It contains so much data that it takes a very powerful computer to be able to render it completely and with clarity, because its data size is just that big. That being said, it is a holy knight warrior actually, and it is one of the fabled royal knights, which is a group of Digimon that is tasked with defending the digital world during times of calamity. Amongst the royal knights, this Digimon is the largest of them all, and outside of the Royal Knights, it is known as the King of Dragons.
Okay. I have two thoughts, right? They're clearly making a King Arthur reference here. With the knights of the table and the description that you outright said. So part of me wants to say Lancelotmon, feels a little too on the nose, but he does have a lance for an arm. But then he's the king of the dragons, which kind of pushes me towards Arthurmon. That seems like a thing they would name like an actual like knight character, you know what I mean? So
Okay, so I need to give you some more specific hints for this Digimon's name. Okay? Yeah. Because it doesn't have anything to do with the way it looks.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Megabytemon. Terabytemon, if you will. Wait, when did this come out? When did the show come out? Or the whole thing? The whole thing. When was it made? The whole thing. When did Digimon start? 1980 something? 1990 something?
It was in the 90s, yes.
So this is Gigamon. Clearly Gigabytemon, because that was unfathomable.
Okay. So you're kind of in the right track, actually. So, what do you think is this Digimon's name?
All right, well, if I'm on the right track with the bytes, I'm just going to go with Gigamon.
You're going to go with Gigamon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big.
So you were actually kind of close. This Digimon's name is Examon,
Examon.
as in exabyte, which is
Exabyte. Oh.
yes, which is an even larger unit of measurement than a terabyte. So
Well, the biggest I've heard is terabyte, so I don't know if I would have got that.
yeah, so
I was in the ballpark.
yeah, I think it's technically smaller than a zettabyte, but like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, like the flares. Okay.
Exactly, or it could be larger than a zettabyte. I'm not entirely sure, but it is a very large unit of measurement. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So I'm very proud of you for like going with the byte mentality. But Giga was too small.
Damn.
Yeah, but if it makes you feel any better, there are some related dragonic Digimon called Megadramon and Gigadramon as well.
Okay. All right.
So those are
They just dropped the draw on this one, huh? The Drawman.
yeah, they just dropped the Dramon for that one. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually did not keep track of your score, but I will be able to do that in post edit.
Well, it's okay. I'm pretty sure it's 4 because I got a half point, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 0, a half point, 0, 0. Pretty sure it's 4.
What I'm pretty sure of is that you actually did way better than I imagined. So you did really well for most.
Yay!
The fact that you were able to get Scorpiomon was insane.
Well, it looked like a scorpion to me. Like I should have been there when they were naming these guys. I'd been like, "That's a scorpion. Come on, guys. We all know. Let's go. Let's move it along."
Yeah.
We're on a deadline.
I think Rafflesimon, that one challenges your knowledge of real life biology and botany. So, like, if you were more of an enthusiast of like nature, maybe you could have gotten that from the description. But like, yeah,
But here's the thing. I'm an American, unfortunately, and that means I don't know about anything outside of America. Not a single thing. I've never even heard of flowers that exist outside of America, as far as I know. The rest of the world is just either ice or desert. That's it. There's no in between.
No tropical regions whatsoever.
Nope.
Huh?
Nope.
Okay.
No such thing. Brazil, who? I never heard of it.
Okay, so Nick, thank you so much for participating in this very fun little project that I've been wanting to do with somebody, and I'm glad that it's you of all people. Is there anything that you would like to say for the outro?
No, not really. I guess just thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. I love it, and I love the concept. I love the concept of looking like a fool for comedy. So it's great.
That's wonderful. Well, you did such a great job, generally speaking. So I'm glad, and I'm hoping that the Digimon fans and the overlapping Kingdom Hearts fans would get a lot of value from this kind of video too.
Get a good laugh at someone who knows nothing about it.
Yeah.
Someone who can't name the cat from the anime.
Her name is Gatomon.
I actually did know that. I just didn't remember it.
Yeah. You also could have gotten away with Tailmon because that is her name in the Japanese dub. Tailmon.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known that. I did know Gatomon. It's just weird they went with Spanish on that one. But I guess the naming conventions in this are just all over the place.
It's a little bonkers, yeah. Especially if you examine it from a macro perspective. All right, so thank you so much, Nick, and I'm so glad that you indulged me with this. If you like content like this, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything, and also please subscribe to Nick's channel if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan. The link will be in the description below. Make sure to give him lots of love and tell them that I sent you there.
Do it. Subscribe. Like and subscribe to us both.
Thank you so much. And with that being said, train hard, tamers.
Goodbye.